The congressional cliffhanger in Washington. We still don't know who will gain control of the House and the Senate following Tuesday's midterms. This morning, there are three outstanding Senate races, as I mentioned. Georgia is headed to a runoff. Votes are still being counted in Nevada and Arizona. And that's where we begin our team coverage this morning with Allie Bradley. Allie, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mitch and Adrienne. So obviously this race still too early to call, still too close to call, and it does have massive implications too on where the Congress really falls right now, where the balance of power is. So let's break down where we stand here this morning when it comes to the Senate race in Arizona. When we look at incumbent Democrat Senator Mark Kelly, he's leading with 51 percentage points here, about 95,000 votes he has over Republican challenger Blake Masters with about 46 percentage points there that he is trailing. But Blake Masters really has closed the gap a lot between these two. In the beginning stages of this contest, there was a lot wider of a gap. Now he's been able to really tout border security, national security, funding the police. That's really narrowed that between these two. Now, when I talked with Mark Kelly's camp yesterday, here's what they had to say about what their expectation is moving forward. Is camp saying, quote, "We continue to be confident that we will win this race and are grateful for Arizona's election officials working around the clock to count outstanding ballots across the state." Now, I did also talk with Masters' camp as well. Blake Masters saying that they are, quote, "With the remaining ballots outstanding, we are confident that we will win." So that is the statement there from the Masters' camp as well. When I spoke with him, asked him how he's feeling. That's what they directed me to. So that is the latest from those two candidates. But when we look at the gubernatorial side of things, this race even closer, separated by razor-thin margins here. I mean, take a look at this. They're only separated by about 13,000 votes here this morning. Secretary of State Katie Hobbs leading over Republican challenger Kari Lake with, I mean, look at that. That number between them, it's not even a full percentage point. So this could trigger a recount here in this state, because in the last year, they actually changed the law so that it wasn't just a 0.1% between the two. 0.5% will trigger a recount. So that could happen here. But the other thing is, you guys, we still have a lot of outstanding ballots here in Arizona. In Maricopa County alone, we're looking at between 400 and 407,000 votes that still need to be counted. We're looking at around 619,000 votes across the state that have not been counted, that have not been dealt with yet. So still a lot can happen in these races, in these contests, and that's why all eyes are still on Arizona here. Adrienne.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.